team you guys lost to last year. You're wearing new helmets. I mean, kind of a pretty big opportunity. Do you think just kind of the stage itself?
Yeah, I mean every Saturday is a great opportunity. The way that I look at it, and just it's you know the helmets and all that kind of stuff is cool, but our team is not making a huge deal out of it. I mean, we're excited about it, but it's not a distraction at all for anybody in the program or anything. But it has been spoken about how we've you know myself, especially. Um, I I'm 0-2 against West Virginia, and we haven't beat them. I think the last 3 years since I've been here. So it definitely is something that we've thought about. Obviously, they have a new coaching staff, and a lot of things are different. But we're definitely going to be coming out with a lot of energy and confidence, and we're going to play together and just play one play at a time.
Skylar, how important is the running game given the lack of success you guys had against Texas? How hungry does that make you guys, going against West Virginia and being able to establish the run?
Yeah, well, it's just sticking to the blueprint of our offense, and not getting away from it after a little bit of struggles. That's the main thing for us. Like I said, Texas did some good things up front and in the box that were just a little tad bit, adjustments. Obviously, game plan for us. So they loaded the box whenever we got in heavy personnel to stop that, and they flew to the ball and made plays. So, that's just something that we got to take it like a grain of salt, really, and just keep it in the review mirror and just learn from it and just get better. But obviously, the run game's a big part of our offense, and helps us stay on schedule. We just got to be good on first, second down. I think looking at the second half when our offense kind of stalled, we were not very good on first and second down, and then we got in third and long, and obviously, passing situations for the defense. So we just got to stay out of those situations and just stay on, on pace and stay on, in a rhythm. I think that's the biggest thing for us.
What can be said about this offense, given the fact you guys are on pace to finish top 10 all time at K-State in total rushing yards, and you're doing it at a time when you guys have been hindered by injury and there's been different personnel?
Yeah, well, I think it goes to show the coaching staff that we have, and how well they prepare us and put us in situations to be successful, no matter who's out there. I think it has obviously limited us a little bit not having Jordan and James at full strength right now, but they're both getting healthy and getting back to it. But that's what good teams do. Good teams find a way to win. They find guys step up and have that next man up mentality, and that's what Coach Kleiman talks about all the time with us. And it's really important that we do that and can continue to do that. Even for AJ and Sammy Wheeler, like we got some guys that got some unfortunate injuries that are a big part of our football team, but it's just having that next man up mentality and making plays for those guys, because they'd obviously do anything and they're in the power to be out there with us. So it's just focusing on us, focusing on our game plan, and staying within our team and not getting outside of that, and not making any situation or game bigger than it is. Focusing on one game at a time, not looking ahead, getting ahead of ourselves, and just having fun. Most importantly, while we do that, it's crazy to me how we have 3 games left. The season's been flying by, more so than years past. So just can't take any moment for granted. Every Saturday is a great opportunity and a time that needs to be cherished. So that's really my main focus right now.
Against Oklahoma and Kansas, you really made a name for yourself running the ball, especially for touchdowns. But this past week, it was more through the air. So for your game, how important is that versatility?
Yeah, I think that's what's gotten me to where I am today, is being able to do both. And it's a weekly approach of what is the defense going to give me? What are they taking away? And just executing whatever play is called to the best of my ability. And Texas was accounting for me in the run game. I think I had like 3 or 4 carries, and they were loading the box and accounting for me, which is an asset to our offense. Having a threat of the QB run game as well. But it doesn't matter, run, pass, whatever that may be. I just want to win games and do whatever I can to put our offense in a position to be successful, and whatever that may look like, that's what I'm going to do.
In the second half, y'all really kind of hit the wall on offense and kind of struggled to get the rhythm you guys had, especially in the first quarter. So, in a moment like that, what kind of things did you learn about trying to establish or get back a rhythm when it's so out of whack?
Yeah, well, it's a hard position to be in. When you're up against it and just things are not going your way, that's when you really gotta, buckle down and focus on the little details of things, and that's what's gonna get you through that. And I was a little upset with myself because when we were going through that, stall there, I missed. There was a couple pressures that that I didn't, could have got us into a better play that I missed. And my footwork on some bubble screens and stuff like that just wasn't as sharp as I would like it to be, and whatnot. So there was, a learning experience there for me too. It's just, that was the first time that we dealt with, true, I think, crowd noise. I mean, it was loud. I couldn't hear anything. The communication aspect was pretty tough. And it's it's a great learning experience, and there's always things to be learned through wins and losses. So it's, I'm thankful for the opportunity. Obviously, I wish that we would have won, but I think it also has lit a fire in this team and myself to go finish this season strong.
I would imagine that all losses hurt, but was last year's loss in Morgantown particularly rough, or just another game for you guys?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, every loss is tough, but the loss in Morgantown last year was tough, but also just personally tough on me,
Right.
As well, for many different reasons, obviously. But it's just like I said, that I made my first start versus West Virginia here 2 years ago. Seems like so long ago, but I'm definitely, eager to go out and compete against these guys, and get us on the right track and to go finish this season strong. Like I said, this is a good football team. I don't care what the record says. They got a lot of obviously new staff and new stuff going in, but they got players that fly around, and they're just trying to figure out what I think works best for them. But you watch the tape. I mean, there's definitely talent there, and guys are bought in and whatnot. So we're gonna have to be ready to go play and just focus. Like I said, it's not about really the other team that we're playing. It's about us and just focusing on the task at hand and just focus on one game at a time.
In a game that's kind of so result-driven, it seems like Coach Kleiman's made a point of the process over results. How is that an easy thing to, kind of an easy approach to adopt, or is that something you kind of have to adjust to?
It's not really much of an adjustment. It's just getting your mind directed in that path, as far as just focusing on where your feet are at, and focusing on today. Because I'm guilty of it. We're all guilty of it in this world of looking ahead and anticipating what we want to happen, and how we want it to happen. And a lot of the times that can be a lot different than what we think. So when you just focus on one day at a time, and where your feet are at, it's that's what will make you successful. And it doesn't matter whatever the future may hold, you're going to be successful because you put in the time each day, and you sacrificed so much in a day-to-day process, to where when that moment and opportunity presents itself, that you're ready for it mentally, no matter what takes place. And I think that's helped our football team, especially just as far as not making any moment or putting any additional pressure that's already on us. We already have enough pressure as it is, to go and perform. And anticipating and focusing on the future and what we want the ending result to be, it makes it worse. So, that's been it's helped me a lot this season, having that approach and going about that way, and all since it's just allowed me to go play free, like I've talked about a lot going into the season. It's taken the pressure off of me, and a lot of things have, and just to go out there and play and have fun.
Skylar, what have you noticed about West Virginia's defense, just looking at them on film?
So they have a lot of new guys compared to the last 2 years. Have some freshmen out there playing, some younger guys, but they're a little bit unique in some of the things they do, but they play hard. You go watch that Baylor game. I mean, those guys were flying around making plays and whatnot. So we're highly anticipating that they're going to come play hard and bring it on Saturday. We wouldn't want it any other way, but we just gotta, like I said, time and time again, it's more so about us rather than the team that's across from us. That's what beat us in the Texas game. We beat ourselves in a lot of situations of just not executing to the caliber that we can and making plays when we could have.
With the linebackers specifically.